this dome will match up to the one in Ophir.
The one in Ophir? That was your Technomancer hideout, right? I was always curious, but I wasn't allowed near it. Due to confidential shit.
Yes, it used to be some sort of museum. It was a fascinating place.
Looks more like a pile of rocks to me. Let's hope this other one is in better shape. Otherwise, that doohickey thingamajig you're looking for will be really hard to find.
If the dome is really off the grid, then it could still be in good condition. But we should be ready for anything. The scavengers could have beat us to the punch and scrapped and sold it. How big is it? Should we be able to spot it from afar?
I wouldn't bet on it. If I understood correctly, there'll be some small housing domes. But what we're interested in is the archives of these ancient inhabitants.
Heritage. What a funny little... The offspring of those who built the dome probably reside in our cities. Or perhaps even one of us is a great... And yet here we are, chasing after old ruins so we can rummage for answers on our ancestors. How remarkably absurd, isn't it?
We have the turmoil to thank for that.
I find humans' curiosity towards the domes curious. Why do you pursue them and other artifacts with such zealotry?
I don't want to be mean, Phobos, but as a mutant, you become something else. Isn't it hard to keep revering something that brings back memories of those who used and exploited you?
Yes, but no matter what happens, Earth is a forbidden fruit, and for that, we choose to forge ahead and not dawdle in the past.
I can't wait to see it. I've never seen an intact colonial dome. There are only a few ruins in the canyon leading to Noctis, and they are in such a terrible state. Most are so badly destroyed that you'd need a pretty strong imagination to call them domes.
I really hope we find something there. With Great Master Ian dead and our archives lost, it's pretty much our only hope of getting back in touch with Earth.
Man, this shit is the shit, you know? Open road and a view to boot. About damn time, too. I needed to stretch my tracks.
You might be getting a little too close to your rover. Maybe you should give each other some space. Could be healthy for both of you.
And you seem like someone who shouldn't judge someone else. Why'd you want me to drive you out here?
Trying to find a way to contact Earth. The same thing every Technomancer's looking for.
Think there's a way here? Really? Well, I don't know about that, but I like your optimism, if nothing else.
So you hope to find traces in there? Clues on the next step to communicate with Earth? Incredible. It's definitely a long shot, but one worth taking.
If we find evidence of the scientific base of the Great Master's tablet mentioned, I think we can make contact with Earth. And if not me, another Technomancer someday will.
Even so, it's a dream. Equal parts fascinating and disturbing. Do you really think they still want us? Especially since, after all this time, they've never once made contact?
I wouldn't know, but we'll cross that bridge when we get there.
the inside of these boxes. Some weirdly dense shit. I'm thinking insulation? What the hell were the settlers doing with it? Check out the inside of these boxes. Some weirdly dense shit. I'm thinking insulation? What the hell were the settlers doing with it? Check out the inside of these boxes. Some weirdly dense shit. I'm thinking insulation? What the hell were the settlers doing with it? Check out the inside of these boxes. Some weirdly dense shit. I'm thinking insulation? What the hell were the settlers doing with it?
I'm real glad you're here. Would have had a hell of a time opening that gate alone.
Happy to help. Once we open it, though, I am going back to the rover. This dome's exciting, but you have enough company as it is.
In the flesh. Guess some rumors are true after all. Time to take out the trash. Kill them all.
There's one giant asshole. There's one thing from Abundance I don't miss. It's rats like him.
Let's go. This tablet's obviously ancient, but the text's undecipherable. This'll make for one hell of a translation job. Great Master Ian's the only one who could have read it. Maybe Dandolo's heard of another Technomancer who could, though. Can't believe Alan was here.
Talk about climbing the corporate ladder, right? That fucker's now the alpha technomancer of abundance.
How can he vouch for Victor, the man who caused the death of our great master? I knew Alan was ambitious, but to that extent?
There will always be men who will sell out for phony rewards. Give him a medal, a pompous title, and he'll ask you where and when to turn in his mother. This infection of uncurbed greed happens even among mutants. Just look around. You've seen the pen. Some of the Guardians are mutants themselves. And they can be the harshest of them all, disciplining for the sake of breaking in their batons.
You taught your rival a lesson. Now we should know better than to run after you.
If I know Alan, it'll only get worse.
At least we found some information, even if we can't read it. How's your ancient hieroglyphics, Zach?
No, I can't. Nobody I know can, except Great Master Ian. It's a coded language that's nearly impossible to learn.
Dandolo will find you a translator. Let's hope it's worth it, and not something boring like a soup recipe.
We should be relieved we saved the tablet. I can't imagine what the traitor would have done if he got his hands on it.
Even if he couldn't read it himself.
Zachariah, your help would be indispensable.
I'm listening.
First, I want to thank you for helping me, my mother, and all the mutants.
I don't really feel like I helped your mother, but if you say so.
Sometimes you have to look beyond appearances. I miss her a lot, but at least she did not suffer, thanks to you. But let's get back to what I wanted to talk about with you. I managed to get in touch with a man who can provide us with military equipment. And we are going to need it because we have to be able to defend ourselves. But that man will never do business with the mutant. That is why I need you to negotiate in my place. If you wanted to look like a merchant from Noctis and go to the meeting point with me, I'm sure that he would agree to sell you the surplus we need so much.
That doesn't sound too complicated. I guess I can do it.
Thank you. We will never forget what you did for us, Zach. Come join me when you find a merchant outfit, and we will go to the meeting point together. It is below a shadow path. I will show it to Amelia.
The most exotic goods on the planet. Most exotic.
Hey.
Hi, Zach. How are you?
Hello, Amelia. I'm fine. What do you think of Scott? You know him well.
Know him well? That's an exaggeration. He doesn't actually say much about himself. Most of the time, he's on his own planet before he gets... He's nice. He regularly checks in to see how I am. He used to bring me gifts when I was young, but he can't help commenting on the chances I take and all. It pisses me off. I like him, but he's not my father, I mean.
Set up the exchange with that Aurora quartermaster if he was a complete stranger.
Some mutants aspire for freedom everywhere, Aurora included. When I learned that the quartermaster was looking to dispose of stocks of merchandise, I sent messengers.
Messengers? Mutant messengers? And he still took the messages seriously?
No, I paid humans, noble-looking ones too. Plus, we have a few sympathizers over there, some of which are merchants who are always more than helpful, for a price.
I thought you didn't want Dandolo in the loop.
Indeed, I had to pay them. A lot. If there's any corporation you want to be heard talking about, just talk about Alliance. Avoid the others. Don't want to start anything.
Hey, Zach. Count on me if you need some help during the transaction. I've got real-life experience, after all.
Phobos, if Dandolo finds out you're plotting behind his back,
He's my ally, Nisha, not my mother. Which means I don't have to tell him what I'm doing at every hour. I think that our negotiator is already there. He must be waiting for us below the Shadow Path.
I'm rather excited for this little excursion. Passing off as a merchant is a welcome change. I haven't played another character in forever.
I don't want to burst your bubble, but we're not going to be in our roles for long.
Zachariah, where's your sense of fun? The simple fact that our mission requires us to dress up and play pretend is already such a beautiful thing.
Thank you both so much for going along with this. These shipments are of the utmost importance.
Hi, I'm Zachariah. Are you Sincerity?
Yes. Your message mentioned that you're a merchant and that you may be interested in some merchandise. I have some overstock that I'm willing to sell, but I want to be sure that this merchandise won't end up in enemy hands. Please understand that the safety of our corporation depends on it, and that I don't want any of my superiors to learn about this type of transaction.
I hear where you're coming from. Don't worry though, the stocks won't be resold together. I'll spread them out here and there so no one will be able to track the sales back to you. And obviously, with the stocks disseminated, your enemies will have a harder time mounting a strong enough offense to harm you.
Unfortunately, dissemination means an increase of the odds having a hitman show up at our place with a weapon, so it may not be easy to track. Someday.
Who is this mutant?
Kay, but he failed to negotiate.
Hi, I'm Zachariah.
Yes, please understand.
I understand your concern, which is well justified. You are at peace with the rival corporations, and there's no reason why your superiors ought to be aware of our little arrangements. In fact, we have an agreement in mind. People who are very interested in regular deliveries of merchandise from your place. You know, Alliance, I presume?
Indeed, we've never really fought against them, but I've heard that they have very advanced technology. Why would they be interested in our merchandise?
I think that you somehow overestimate their technological edge. Aurora has great pieces of equipment from which they expect to learn a lot.
You merchants can't help flattering clients, right? Except in this case, I don't really feel it. Let's leave it at that. Someday, I will kill that madman.
Who is this mutant? Why did he kill the merchant?
Kane. He refused any type of relationship with humans, and I guess that is his way of showing me that he disagrees with my trying to do business with them. But he failed the negotiation I had been working on for months without even realizing that we need these weapons. Anyway, I guess I need to find another way to stock up.
Hi, I'm Zach.
Yes, please understand.
I hear where you're coming from, obviously.
Do you have a wide enough network to disseminate the merchandise afterwards? It's true that that's a pretty good solution. Very well then. I think that we can do business. Someday,
Who is this mutant?
Kane. But he failed the negotiation.
You idiot! You brutish! He's just fucked up your whole supply plan.
That was his goal, I think.
Do you really think that? Do you really think he would prioritize his issues with you over his plans for Mutant Valley?
I think the two of us hold very different beliefs on what Mutant Valley could be, on its value to our future.
So sorry, Phobos.
Don't be. Had I known that Kane would intervene, I would have never arranged our meeting there.
Kane, what a guy. Looks like he wouldn't hurt a fly. Instead, he'd kill hundreds.
He hates humans, hates their guts, and he won't stop until he dies. And unfortunately, he has a lot of followers. Such a waste. All that time spent for that exchange to turn into nothing. If I find out who told Kane about the meeting, I'd show him what makes me different from scum.
Take it easy, big guy. With all these intercorporation wars, finding weapons won't be too difficult. I could ask around for you.
What? Thank you, Andrew.
We were lucky Kane didn't attack you too, Phobos. He obviously doesn't like you. You're his natural competition for chief.
I say bring him on. That brute doesn't scare me.
abusive.
Zachariah, what can I do?
I'm looking for my friend Scott. He just disappeared. Any idea where he could have gone?
Can't say that I have. He's not at the caravansary, though. If you want, I can check with my informants. Might have joined the caravan that just left, though. Your pal looked like he was missing Ophir, honestly. Then again, maybe he was kidnapped. Never can tell.
Just let me know if you hear anything. I need to find him. Thanks for the help.
My pleasure, as always.
They found some ancient documents. Looks like they date back to the settlers, but they're written in a language I can't read.
And I thought you Technomancers were so well versed in our old dialects.
Maybe in Aurora. In Abundance, we're soldiers first and last. We learned some colonial knowledge during training, but the languages are barely taught. The Great Master was the only one who had that kind of knowledge.
So, now you need a Technomancer from Aurora to translate. I might know of someone. A renegade of sorts who left Shadowlayer to become a hermit. Word was, though, your former comrades captured him. If he managed to hide what he was, he's probably a captive in one of their forced labor camps.
And getting to him won't be easy.
Exactly. But if you want your document translated, you might just have to find a way.
I think I know the camp Dandolo mentioned to you. It sounds like their main camp, so I wouldn't be surprised if the man you're looking for is there. And I want to go with you. Have a few things to settle there. This is important to me, Zachariah. What they do to the prisoners there is inhuman. I just want to help as many as I can.
You're not telling me something, are you?
I was a prisoner there once. I can't tell you what they did to me. I'm just asking you. Take me with you.
I get why you'd want to free him, but it also makes me nervous about letting you tag along. If we get there and you let your emotions run away with you, it's my life you're risking too.
You know me better than that. You've seen me keep my cool in the worst situations. Think about it all you want, but I'm the one who knows that camp by heart, remember? It's gonna be more dangerous for you to go in without me.
you saying that?
You kidding me? You can't see that this poser prince is using you to restart a war so he can fucking swim in serum?
Even if Abundance has tried to kill me, I don't know if I'm ready to do this.
I agree this mission is distasteful, but I'm sure there are other motives here. Dandolo is not the type to wave a red flag just to provoke a new war. He knows how delicate the situation is. As for the costume story, I'm sure he also has some productive purpose for that, too.
Yeah, no shit. If the purpose is to get rich quick.
Don't forget, Dandolo is a merchant first, leader second, humanitarian third. Coming from a corporation, it might be hard for you to understand, but he's essentially driven by self-interest. Morality isn't the issue. It's not about good or bad, it's about what's profitable. Dandolo is simply an opportunist. And if the peace between Aurora and Abundance is sincere, then one isolated attack shouldn't instigate a whole new war.
I know this doesn't feel right, but remember, you don't owe Abundance a thing. And even if they do go back to war, it's because they were already hungry for a fight. With Dandolo, you just need to read between the lines sometimes. When we get there, maybe we can try something a little craftier and avoid a conflict altogether. I think what he really wants are the costumes, though I'm not sure why.
Sucks. Butting heads with our old fucking enemies is one thing, but doing it just to benefit that piece of crap who makes us do his dirty work? Shit. I don't like those guys, but I flat out hate Dandolo.
Halt! Don't move! What are you doing? In case you haven't heard, there's been a truce, and a peace treaty's being negotiated.
Yeah, we heard. Truth is, though, we're not part of Abundance anymore.
If you're seeking asylum, I'm sorry, but
That's not what we're after. Even if the deal's tempting... Just listen. We work for a guy who wants nothing more than to restart the war between your corporation and Abundance. We were sent to attack you and make it look like Abundance broke the truce.
so why are you telling me?
Because I've seen too much blood and war for one lifetime. But I need a favor. Our backer wanted us to bring back your uniforms to prove we accomplished the mission.
Your employer won't just take your word for it? Doesn't sound like such a good employer. Here, take this key. It'll get you into our stock over there. We always have some spares. You're a Technomancer too? What a shame. Would have been nice to just talk. Exchange information we know about the settlers. About Earth.
Maybe another time, yeah? Thanks for the key.
humans! Cain avenges us!
Can't do this. Can't do this. Voila. Dandolo will have his costumes.
You think he likes playing dress up or some shit? Because, I mean, I don't really see the point.
He's an offbeat fellow, but I can't imagine him dressing up in front of the mirror, though I can't imagine the pompous laughter if he liked the way he looked. No, he must have buyers. Dandolo asks for things for a reason. However indirect his requests may be, they're always planned investments that he anticipates to pay off in time.
These unis better make him happy. I don't want to keep running errands for the Prince of Dress-Up.
I could be wrong, but I am doubtful his request will stop here. He is the Prince of Merchants. He'll maximize what he can get out of every friend and acquaintance.
It might seem like we're running pointless errands, but isn't it nice here? We are fed, housed, and welcomed by friends, and far from Victor's madness.
Yeah, we get it. You like Dandolo. But I'm still the one who's driving us around, and this is the last time I act like a fucking costume rental service.
Zachariah, what can...
I'm looking for my friend Scott.
Might have joined...
Just let me know.
My pleasure.
We found the Aurora convoy you wanted us to hit. I got the uniforms you wanted, but sorry, Dandolo. I couldn't bring myself to start another war.
That was... naive, Zachariah. Both corporations, with or without you, are working on their own excuses to return to war. Aurora for pride, and Abundance for revenge. You only delayed the inevitable.
Fine, but their blood won't be on me.
Need I remind you that we welcomed you with open arms when you had nowhere else to go? Fine. Fine. I have another matter that you can take care of to make it up to me. Remember earlier when I told you Ophir's Vori have their sights set on Noctis? Want a foothold in my city that'll let them reach the other corporations? Well, the thought's been eating at me. Makes me sick to think of their violence intruding on this city. Luckily, up till now, it was just a distant threat. Scuffles in our fair city, and the attitudes of some of our newer inhabitants, make me wonder why they haven't already found their way in.
What do you want me to do exactly?
Investigate. Suss it out. You know the Vori, their methods, probably even some of their members. If they're here, I'm sure you'll see them. When you do, lure them out, then kick them out. We don't want them here. Oh, one more thing, probably nothing. I'm sure you're aware the ASC now controls Ophir. And, as I'm sure you can imagine, its constant surveillance makes it difficult for our underground matters. All thanks to new asinine restrictions created daily, like a tightening noose. So I need you to smuggle some of our merchandise in through the city's underworks, as you call it, to one of our clients. And since I know you know them well, it should be a cakewalk for you. And lucrative. Very lucrative. My property manager will give you the goods.
I'll do my best.
Damn! It happens a few times a day now. Think it's those thieves?
I know it's those thieves. They dismantle the wind turbines piece by piece and resell them piece by piece. They must be damn crazy to steal from their own city's electricity generators.
Nope, just damn selfish.
Welcome, welcome. What's...
Dandolo asked me to check in with everyone around here. Just wondering if you've been a victim of threats, extortion, or robbery lately.
Look, why are you looking to rock the boat, huh? There are men that you don't want to mess with. But if the prince trusts you... Yeah, a couple of scary-looking guys have been making the rounds, threatening a bunch of us. We pay them loads of serum or they say they'll bankrupt us. Those that said no are slowly losing their businesses.
How's that?
Their merchandise is getting stolen or ruined. One got beat on his way home. The rest of us are staying scared and paying what they want.
Where can I find them? Nah, don't worry. They won't bother you after I'm done.
Yeah, they just don't make things worse for us, you know? The ones I've seen hang around the center of the market.
Then that's where I'll go. Relax. It's gonna be over soon.
Welcome.
I'm sorry to... I heard you help people around the city. Heard you had compassion for those in need. I'm sorry. My name is Carlotta.
Technomancer, what can I do for you?
It's my husband. He's gone. He just... I know he's dead. I know it. Whoever did it, please. Find whoever did this to him. Find those men.
What men, ma'am? You saw men take your husband?
No, I mean, I don't know. Some men came to find him a while ago. Threatened him, saying they wanted him to pay him serum in return for their protection. He said no, and their threats got worse. Then one morning, when I wasn't there, something happened at the shop. Everything was overturned, broken, and Fabio was gone. I know they did it!
All right. It sounds like the Vori. And if it is, unfortunately, I don't think we're gonna find your husband alive either. I'm sorry. But do you know where I could find them?
Last time I saw them, they were around the community soup. Please make them pay for what they did.
I'll do my best to find them, ma'am. You've got my word.
Fuck! First those bastard Vori poison Ophir, and now they show up here, pulling the same shit? This will not stand, Zach. We're throwing them all out!
Do I see Vori and Noctis? No, look at that, I do. Your cover's blown. Get out.
Sure. Right after you.
I want to make sure you understand a few things. First, I'm a Technomancer. Second, you know someone that can get shocked so bad that they permanently forget their own name, right? I suggest you think about those two things while you start packing.
You'd torture us over this. Really? Fine. We'll get out of your damn city. But I'd watch out after we tell Anton about this.
Hey, Mr. Mancer, please?
What's going on?
Well, my name is Marco, and I'm in charge of the network of wind turbines in Noctis.
Nice to meet you, but I don't really know why you're reaching out to me.
Well, I know that you've helped our prince, and I thought, I have a big problem. We're dealing with a series of robberies like we've never experienced before. Many wind turbines have been taken apart, and their components have disappeared. Without this source of energy, the city could disappear. The water, the electricity we use, everything comes from the wind turbines.
You want me to find the thieves?
Well, yes. I was told that a mutant thief had in his inventory parts that seemed to come from our facilities. If you could interrogate him?
Why don't you do it yourself?
That's because he's a thief. Not really the nicest kind of individual, you see. And there are probably more people behind all this. Please?
Fine. I'll see what I can do. My name's Technomancer. The merchant prince sent me to give you a message. You're not wanted here, so get the hell out. End of message.
Message received. Now return this message. Eat.
my ass, you prick. My boss said we should stay, so we're staying. End of message.
There's the reason I'm not surprised you're still just a grunt among the Vori. Let me help you out a bit. You know what happens now that you've been spotted here. 1, you're smart and you leave, or 2, the merchant prince is gonna pin your ass down naked in the desert for a long, long date with the sun. Then watch you die a slow, painful death.
You're not right in the head, Mancer. Yeah, we'll leave, but I promise Anton's gonna make you pay for this.
Never would have thought they'd disguise themselves so well. They're either getting smarter, or someone a lot smarter above them is calling the shots. Anton must have put his top men here. I knew that tall guy at the city entrance looked familiar.
Ah, now there's a familiar fucking face. The notorious wanted Mancer from Ophir. You have any idea how much serum your head's worth? If the boss hadn't told us to stay away from that contract, I'd have it in a bag right now.
How'd you find Noctis? Not like it's on a map.
Just like everyone else here, a smuggler got us in, and why wouldn't we? Ain't everyone welcome in Noctis? Total opposite of Ophir. We just blended in with the crowd escaping that shithole city, and the rest is the present. And damn if I don't love this place. So much opportunity. A breath of fresh air unlike the stale bullshit of Ophir. A lot of serum to be made here. Not as much corruption, for sure, but we're working on that.
Do you happen to have a job for me?
Need serum, huh? Huh. We haven't been here for long, but we came with a couple girls and got our hands on some local business. No matter where, there's always a need for this type of service. The girls have been disappearing for several...
Maybe they left. We're not in Ophir here. People can move around for...
I would have believed if we hadn't found their pimps' bodies. The guys were taken out the dirty way. We think someone out there kills those guys and kidnaps our girls. Find who's doing it. Make them pay. Then find our girls. Hopefully alive. Though I got a feeling that ain't gonna be the case. I can show you, we toss them into the canyon not to draw attention to our little problem. That way.
I'll look into it. Try to find...
Perfect. Do it. You'll get a reward. Hey, the mattress.
That guy's in bad shape. The assassin must have been crazy mad. His face was sliced to pieces with a knife. The wounds are deep. His face is almost gone. Here's the other one. God, he's no better. He's also unrecognizable. You still find the same tenacity, the same deep wounds. It's strange. The assassin is either ambidextrous, or there are several of them. There are blows that hit from the left and then from the right. Anyhow, whoever did this must have really hated them. It must be quite a group of people, judging by their job. I just need to ask people who knew them well enough in order to find out who could have held such a grudge against them. Girls who were kidnapped, for instance. Tell me, these wind turbine parts that I see, where did you find them?
I can't remember, dude.
Listen, you must know that the city relies on those wind turbines. By taking them apart, you put everybody in jeopardy. I know you're not like that. I can see it. It's not you who was managing the trafficking. Tell me who's behind all this.
Alright, look. I'm just small potatoes, you know? Dudes behind this, though, don't fuck around. I didn't know that when I started. Just thought it was a no-sweat way to make a little serum behind Dandola's back, right? It was bigger than I thought, though, a lot bigger. Guys behind it are not dudes I like dealing with. Got bigger agendas. Not that I know this, but you can sense it, you know? Scary guys. From your corp, I think.
The Vori?
Yeah, that's right. The Vori, that's them. They're up to something else in the Gate District. You want a world of trouble, man? That's where you can find it.
Hello? Can I talk to you for a minute?
Every minute I'm talking, I'm not working, and my honey doesn't like it. But you're cute. I'll do you a favor then. Go ahead.
You must have heard that some of your colleagues are missing, and that one of the pimps died?
Yeah, of course I heard about it. And we're all scared shitless since it happened. We're targets, like any time some weirdo wants to have a little fun. Why are you interested in this?
I'm trying to figure it out. Find the weirdo, as you say.
Yeah, there aren't many people who think about us, but I'm willing to believe you. Some clients are violent. It happens. It's sad, but it's the job. But there's something else. A bad guy who isn't even afraid of our pimps. He got into a fight with them, I think.
What does he look like?
And me? I look like a corpse, maybe? I've never seen that guy. I've heard about him, and that's fine by me. I've had enough problems. Now, if you'll excuse me, I've got to get back to work.
Hello. Have you heard anything about the pimps who were killed?
No, not at all. Who are you, by the way? It sounds like we're in abundance.
I didn't want to worry you. I'm just trying to find out.
Forget it, will you? Anyway, I haven't been here a long time. Don't know anyone. So give me a break and go ask your question.
All right. I'll leave. Hello. Have you heard anything about the pimps who were killed? Maybe you knew.
It's a small world, honey. We all know each other.
Let's just say I'd like to find your missing colleagues and your pimp's assassin.
A righter of wrongs. I thought that he only existed in stories. That's cute. Listen, rumor has it that this militant man roams around and he wouldn't be the nice type. Some say that he's just a guy who's trying to claim a share of the market, you know what I mean? A new one who's trying to make a name for himself, but the pimps don't like it, which means that there must have been some fighting.
Yes. Thank you. That girl is strange. Maybe it's just fear. The client I was told about, though. That guard deserves a little visit. I heard that you had had a few words with those ladies' pimps. Maybe to get your hands on their herd.
What? What are you talking about?
Write something with your right hand and then with your left hand, please.
That's a little twisted. What if it makes you happy?
Hey, you're not that nimble with your left hand. What kind of illegible scribble is this? You're really not ambidextrous.
I don't get what you're talking about. What's this all about?
Prostitutes have disappeared and their pimps got killed. Total carnage.
Listen, I won't deny that I'm often a client to some of the girls, but the ones I usually see are always in the neighborhood. If I ever had issues with their pimps, who were real scumbags, I wouldn't have killed them. A good beating would have been enough.
I see. Really sorry. Wrong lead. The girls must have lied to me, or hidden something from me. I'll have to keep an eye on them, otherwise they're likely to betray me. weird girl. She's acting suspiciously. Different from the rest. I'd better tail her discreetly. Maybe she knows where the missing girls are.
Are you here?
It depends on who is here. You got something to tell me?
I like the smell of lichen smoke.
Me too. What are you doing here? You could draw attention to us.
Wait, I wanted to warn you. A weird guy, a Technomancer, I think, is asking everyone questions. He's very nosy. He's looking for you, talking about how he wants to catch those pimps you killed.
Shh, don't say anything. You know if he followed you?
I pay attention, don't worry. But I wanted you to be aware of what's going on. The Vori probably paid him to investigate.
A Technomancer? All right, listen. Thanks for the info, and get back to work quickly. I don't want you to have any problems. I'll take care of it. Yes?
I like the smell of lichen smoke.
Me too. You can come in.
You're the girls who went missing, right? Everybody thinks you were kidnapped. Killed, maybe.
Not everybody. Those scumbags who are exploiting us and those who are asking too many questions, that's all. We did what was necessary to get our freedom back. Nothing more.
And you're hiding now? You know that those assholes, as you like to call them, want you to resume work.
You work for those scumbags, right? Get out of here. Leave us alone.
All right then, but I'll be back. Oh, you're the girls who went...
Nada.
And you're hiding?
You work...
All right then. Hey, I'm just gonna cut to the chase. I need some serum, a lot of it. And from what I've heard, there's a way to make it quickly with you. With the turbines. I keep a low profile, and I know how to fight when I have to.
Yeah, you look like the tough type, but I don't know you. Never seen what you can do. Don't know if I can trust you. You up for a little challenge to test what good? I need you to steal some gear from the site right behind us. You do that, and maybe we'll talk about you joining a gang. Watch your ass, though. We've hit the...
Yeah, we're clear.
Door's locked from the other side. Guess we're going around. Here's everything you wanted.
Well, it's nice to find someone you can rely on. Look, I'm not the group's leader, so I can't make you a member, but go see the boss. I'm sure he'd be more...
And where do I find him?
Go to the canyons at night, next to the freight elevator. It's where we usually meet. I know it's not official yet, but good to have you with...
Good to be with you. Thanks.